Hammocks Beach State Park is a very nice park. It's got a ferry service to an outer island called Bear Island that is 2 miles away. It's a pristine island that has never been disturbed before. There are a couple of campsites there. You can take the ferry there, or you can kayak there by yourself. There are a few hiking trails here. All of them are quite short. The Live Oak Trail, it's only 0.8 miles, and there's a couple other trails that you can extend and put them all together to probably go as far as 3 or 4 miles total. But all of it's very flat, very sandy, and basically a nice walk in the woods. There are also quite a few kayaking trails that you can kayak between here and a couple of islands, as well as kayaking right around the shores of the mainland here. The visitor center is quite nice. It's got a small exhibit in there, and it's got a waiting area for the ferry. Now we're here on May the 2nd in 2021, and because of the pandemic, the ferry service is starting later than normal, and they're going to start on May the 12th. So unfortunately, we could not take the ferry over to the other island. We've decided essentially not to do the kayaking because we heard it's about 1.5 to 2 hours of continuous paddling because you got the current and the waves and so on, and we were not able to do that. But can imagine coming here during normal times and be able to take the ferry, check out the islands, and maybe if you're up to it, do the kayaking. The inlets along the coast were havens for pirates, including the notorious Blackbeard and Spanish privateers. Bear Island often played a role in the protection of the mainland, including the Civil War and World War II. Dr. William Sharp, a neurosurgeon from New York, bought Bear Island for his retirement because he loved the island so much. He intended to will the property to his longtime guide and friend, John Hurst, but Mr. Hurst persuaded him to donate it to the North Carolina Teachers Association, which is an organization of African American teachers. In 1961, the association donated the island to the state of North Carolina for a park, and it opened as a state park for African Americans only. In 1964, with the Civil Rights Act, public access was open to all. Hammocks Beach State Park is a nice little park with a nice island offshore. You can get to the island via ferry when it's running, or you can paddle your way there in a canoe or a kayak. There are pristine beaches and a couple of primitive campsites over on Bear Island. You can hike along the beaches of Bear Island, which is about 4 miles in length, or you can do some hiking on the mainland with some easy and flat trails. There is a nice visitor center with beautiful facilities. The surroundings here are beautiful, and it's worth it just to spend some time here and enjoy the scenery. We have finally made it. Today marks the day that we have visited all 41 of North Carolina's state parks, natural areas, recreation areas, all those combined. Last year, when the pandemic hit in 2020, we were home, just like everybody else, and having cabin fever. And I kind of figured out pretty early in the pandemic that when you're outdoors, your risk of getting the COVID is much smaller than if you're indoors. So on the first day that North Carolina opened its state park on May 9th, 2020, we decided to go to a state park and collected the passport book. And then we kind of decided, let's visit as many state parks as possible. And we decided that we're going to try to do them all in 1 year. And we have been doing exactly that. And that over weekends and sometimes week-long trips have really gotten us out of the door and enjoy the nature, out of the house and enjoy nature. And that has been fantastic. We have been to all parts of the state, seen the cobblestone zones, the swamplands, the mountains, and all the areas in between. We've had trips out west, western part of North Carolina, where the mountains are, for a week. We've done several, 2 or 3 day weekend trips to the coast. and all sorts of day trips right around our area. And it's been fantastic to really see the different parts of this wonderful state that we live in called North Carolina. So, since we could not continue our journey to visit all the national parks, we decided to visit the state parks where everything is within driving distance. So we're here. The final one is Hammocks Beach State Park. And we're here. Beautiful day. Today is May the 2nd in 2021. So we started on May 9th, 2020, and we're finishing on May 2nd, 2021. And yes, we did it. Yeah. We are on our way to visit all the national parks in the United States. Follow along by hitting the subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell so you know when a new video is released. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and please share it with everybody that you know.